Hello, Shalom Aleichem. There's a nice sefer here, Iggeres HaRamb'an. This is the sefer that the Ramban, Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman, sent to his son for Mosar, for him going in the Derech HaTorah, the way of the Torah. Very good. You can learn a lot. People learned a lot from this. Anyway, here, this is the sefer, Iggeres HaRamban. Let's take a look at it. Very nice, very beautiful day today. This is very nice today. Very wonderful. Okay, 1 minute. One moment. We'll get to read it in a minute. Here we go. There we go. This is Shema B'ni. This is the introductory verse that the Ramban starts out with. Shema B'ni, Mosar Avicha, V'al titosh Torah simecha. Heed, my son, the discipline of your father. The discipline of your father, and do not forsake the guidelines of your mother. Proverbs 1:8. Parenting, transmitting the building blocks of character. This verse emphasizes a parent's responsibility to mold his child's character, even if one is not capable of teaching his child the actual text of the Torah, Chumash, Mishnah, and the Gemara. He is still obligated to instill within him Torah values and morals. Parents must be ever cognizant of the fact that midos are in a sense hereditary. Just as parents transfer their genes to their offspring and thereby determine their physical characteristics, so they transmit their attitudes, values, and character traits to their children. It's like a hereditary, and one can help it along. In other words, you give Mosar, you give instruction. Indeed, parents who don't control their own anger raise hot-tempered children. Rabbi Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the author of Slobodka, wrote, "The son of a good family who stole apples from a cart did not become a thief overnight. The deed has its roots in previous generations. Perhaps his very pious grandfather hid behind the bima of the synagogue in the name of humility, but the act contained a trace of deception. Genevas das, because he was acting more pious than he really was. His scholarly son went a step further and stole Chiddushei Torah from other scholars by reciting them in his own name. The grandson in turn became an apple thief. An entire tractate of the Mishnah is devoted to the study of Jewish ethics. Appropriately, this tractate of moral training is called Avos, Fathers." Okay, 1 moment. Okay, continuing now. Parents should foster in their children a spirit of reverence and awe for God. The Or HaChaim HaKadosh, commentary to Deuteronomy 31:13, writes, "A child must be trained to fear God at the earliest possible age. Even if he is too young to begin formal Torah learning, he should be trained in the fear of heaven, because then he will remain God-fearing for the rest of his life." Elsewhere, the Or HaChaim commentary to Leviticus 19th chapter, the 3rd verse, writes, "Holy men have told me that when a person is overwhelmed by impure thoughts and his evil impulse threatens to entice him to sin, there is one powerful preventative device. One should project a mental image of one's parents. When one sees them before him, the forces of sanctity are reinforced within him, and he will find within himself the strength to overcome temptation. In other words, the thought of one's parents, one doesn't want to let them down. This will help him or her to overcome the temptation. Thus, Potiphar's wife nearly succeeded in seducing Joseph until the image of his father Jacob appeared before Joseph and helped him overcome his passion. Thus explained